Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you an NFL Week 5 preview between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. Now let's look at the Colts offense in this game. One thing that I want to see the Colts get back to doing is getting the football to Dallas Clark. This guy is an outstanding target. He is the reason why defenses had problems game planning against the Indianapolis Colts, whether it be Peyton Manning or Curtis Painter or Kerry Collins or me at quarterback. You have to get the ball to Dallas Clark throughout this ball game, because this guy is an outstanding player. Make him more the focal point and watch how everything else opens up for that Colts offense. Now, and also in that offense, there's not enough run attempts. You got to get the football to these backs. Backs need carries. As a former tailback, you need the carries to get into a groove, and that also chews up the clock and neutralizes pressure. And you're going to have to do something against that Bengals front four, that ferocious front four of the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, defensively speaking, I look for the Colts D tackles to show up this week in the running game. I'm just assuming they took the season off so far. They have to step up and be a force. Teams are just gashing the Colts right now in the run game, and that is unacceptable. That takes away from the aggressiveness of the defensive ends as far as getting pressure. Teams are just running the football down the Colts' throat. The D tackles have to step up and be a constant threat, and the defense has to get off the field. 49% third down conversions against the Colts defense. That can't happen against the Bengals, because you give a young offense confidence and they will find ways to beat you, especially a young offense that can run the football with Cedric Benson. So 49%, that has to get down to at least 40 to 35. Get back in that middle range and they can have some success throughout the rest of the season. Now the Bengals offense has to come into this game. And look at the matchups. They have some tall wide receivers in Jerome Simpson out there, and also AJ Green, a talented rookie. Take advantage. Play above the rim versus the shorter Colts cornerbacks. The Colts starting corners average 5'10". Play above the rim, take advantage of those back shoulder throws, those jump balls, and help Andy Dalton out, and you can effectively move the football in chunks down the field. And I want to say more downhill running instead of outside running. The Bengals do a great job of running off tackle. I want to see more in between the tackle running this week because of the weakness of the Colts defense and being able to take advantage of the defensive tackles of the Indianapolis Colts. Now defensively, you look at what they can do well. The safeties have to come to the party and play with their eyes and their brains. That's Reggie Nelson and also Chris Crocker. These guys can't blow coverage back there. They can't allow themselves to get beat. You're a safety, deeper than the deepest man. Simple football. You have to play with your brains and trust what you see. Do not fly up the football field and give up touchdowns on the back end. And also, you got to make sure you bait Painter. I like what the Bengals cornerbacks do. They can play tight man. They can play off man. If they can play off man this week and bait Curtis Painter into some throws, I have full confidence in Leon Hall jumping an interception, jumping to get an interception, or Nate Clemens jumping a route and getting an interception. And for Leon Hall, I hope you're okay, man. You got ran over horribly last week. Now let's look at some X factors in this ball game. X factor for the Indianapolis Colts has to be the defensive ends. You're going against a rookie quarterback. Get pressure on Dalton, disrupt the timing of the offense, and they can have some success. X factor for the Cincinnati Bengals, the offensive tackles. They have to have a huge game, i.e. Andre Smith has to show up and play outstanding, because these ends will be constant pressure, constant headaches throughout this ball game. I'm going with the Bengals in this matchup. You look at the defensive front, very solid against the run, and they can get pressure on the quarterback. Offensively, they can run the football, and quiet as kept, Andy Dalton has improved each and every week. So I like the way they're going. This is a team that's on the ace end while the Colts are on the D end. I like the Bengals in this matchup. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan. And listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays, 11 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.